Hello guys, if you guys are new here, this is Saber Brick Studios. My name is Jeremy. I am a stop motion animation maker. My most recent stop motion project is the Pirate Buried Treasure stop motion, and a couple other ones like the Star Wars Chancellor's Arrest and some other Order 66 projects I've been working on. I also build mocks like the Imperial Outpost Moc. If you guys have not seen episode 1, please go check out it right now in the video. Other projects include the Coruscant Clone Base Moc. I actually took that one to Burkworld Chicago 2022. I'm also working on a Battle of Endor Moc series, and I also build Pirates of the Caribbean Mocs like the Black Pearl and the Dauntless. Those are current projects going on here. So make sure you guys check out the playlist and browse features of my channel. You can see a lot of awesome stuff. Without further ado guys, let's get into episode number 2. This week we're going to be focusing on the actual base portion of this. I'm going to be trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to be placing the mountain sides and stuff like that. I'm going to start working on the surface level of the base because I want to get the base finalized. That's really the main focus of this mock. So I'm going to take a temporary pause on the terrain. I'm going to focus more on that inside base, get the kind of foundation here, and even maybe start building the door or something like that. So kind of update you guys as I go throughout. So I'm going to get building. Alright guys, so I have kind of ran into a problem, and the reasoning for that problem is I've actually decided to change the actual layout of this mock yet again. Originally I wanted it to be kind of like this way, where you're looking at it more of like a forward view, whereas this way we have a much longer terrain that's a little more narrow, but I think is a lot more compact. Also, I think it's going to match the base design that I'm going for. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to probably change this section. This section is probably okay. But basically the base is going to be from like this part back all the way there, and then this entire front section here is going to be terrain. I'm going to be able to build the trench I wanted to and have a lot more room for a gunship. The Razor Crest is about the same size, so I'm kind of using that as a size comparison right now because I don't actually have my Republic gunship. So this is going to be kind of a frustrating change, but I think it's going to be for the better. I do think this will make the mock a lot more presentable. So I'm going to have to kind of change up this scenery. So I'll check back in with you guys when I have some more progress for you. Alright guys, so here is the updated layout. I know this is kind of frustrating in episode 2 to kind of change this already, but I think this is a much better solution because first of all, the base in the old layout when it was here was going to take up this section right here, and then we'd have a bunch of dead space that wasn't really big enough to do anything with on either side. Whereas compared to this now, imagine this being the entire terrain out of this entire section here. That's basically 2 entire gray base plates and 3 white base plates. And now we have basically a whole base plate, a whole gray base plate, and another gray base plate to basically build the base and the hanger to the size I want it. It's also going to look a lot more presentable as this entire section is going to be white terrain. I think this is a much better solution to what I had before. I really like this new layout. I'm going to have to basically change all the terrain work that I've done, but that is part of mock. It's problem solving. So I'm going to get busy and kind of re-show you guys the layout of where I think everything's going to go. Quick check-in with you. I recently tore up the entire terrain work that was underneath this section, and you notice I started work on the giant hangar door. So this hangar door is 10 brick, I think 16 wide, so this is a very large hangar door as it is in the actual episode. I really like the design I went with here with this spring-loaded shooter on the top and bottom of that. That's going to look fantastic from the exterior as a giant color scheme. I really like how that looks. Of course, a lot of the rock work is also going to be dark gray, but I think this light gray kind of breaks it up a little bit. And of course, there's going to be a lot of snow on top of the mountain, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I absolutely love how massive that is. It's going to look amazing. The only vehicles that are going inside this hangar are the speeders. Again, I'm still not determining whether or not this is a clone or Empire-based mock. So either way, the speeders will have plenty of clearance, and plus some on the hangar section. Of course, there are going to be kind of enclaves on the side of the hangar doors, and both of these kind of split open like that, and they're eventually going to be up there on tiles and kind of swing it there. That is going to be the next section I'm going to work on. I'm going to try to get this integrated into that mock so I can start building around it, because the hangar is really the main highlight of the mock. So with that said, guys, let's jump into the next segment. So here I've started the construction of the sidewall with the snow. I think that looks really great. That took a lot of time to kind of build up there, a lot of filler brick in between there. Definitely end up a lot of my white brick. There is that wall that I constructed. That's the first piece of it. I think that looks really great there. You guys can see some of the filler brick in there right now, but it's definitely going to be a very tall hill structure that's kind of wrap around the entire hangar. It's going to be a little more flat than I originally intended it to be once it's kind of overlapped over the hangar, because I do want to be able to see into that because there's quite a bit of space there. You can see basically 2 gray base plates are dedicated roughly to the base. Of course, there's some side sections there where I'm going to be able to place some more minifigures and all that kind of stuff. The next section is the beginning of the construction of the hangar floor. I kind of figured out a design I wanted to go with based off of that Clone Wars Episode 15 Trespass. I'm trying to kind of mix it up with some tile and plate and some other grill pieces and stuff like that. The white plate underneath there is to simulate lights. I'm going to be building kind of Star Wars looking lights and floors and walls and all that kind of stuff. So that's definitely going to be something I'm going to focus a lot on here. Definitely going to require a lot of plate. As you guys can tell here, the finished, well, almost finished project of this is going to be a very massive structure. It's going to be able to accommodate a lot of things. Definitely a lot of dark gray plate that I've got recently, so that's been a big help for me. I got a bunch of those in a haul recently. You guys can go check out that video if you want to see it right now. But there's a few more speeders there and a couple bird's eye views of that hangar. It's definitely really big. There's the Imperial Marauder set from 2021, just to give you guys some scale. That actually may be in this mock now that I have officially decided it is going to be an Imperial mock. I'm really happy that vehicle is able to fit in there comfortably. Of course, those hangar doors are all the way back to the side there, so there's definitely going to be a lot of space to kind of work with in the hangar, which is awesome because I didn't want it to feel too confined. Again, there's that sidewall. Those are going to be covered up with panels and stuff like that, so you won't be able to see any of that filler brick, and of course the other side as well. There's going to be a small little section of the base on that side as well. So don't worry about any of that not looking finalized yet. So hope you guys enjoyed episode number 2 of this mock series. I know I'm so excited to continue working on this. I've had a joy so far. Let me know what you guys think about it being officially an Imperial mock. I'm definitely really excited about that. So make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys on the next one.